We are quickly gonna go look at Suriname's national team, who I scouted here online. We're gonna see what they have, what kind of players they have, and where they are playing. Unfortunately, they have to eliminate themselves versus Canada, which is gonna be a very tough game. But if they can get past Canada, we're gonna have a great hexagonal. Well, first of all, let's look at Suriname's team. Their value is $13.23 million. This is with a team of 29 players, ranked 141 in the world. I can see their goalkeeper Han is from Anderlecht from Belgium. He hasn't played any games from what we can see here, but the fact that he plays there just gives him a great base to go on. You can see they have some more interesting players like Donk, who plays in Galatasaray. He's 34 years old. He's a little older now, but he's had a bunch of games this year. He's got 24 just in the Super League, 2 goals, 4 assists. That's crazy for a defender. Europa League, he had 1 appearance. And at the Ziraat, he had 1 appearance too. Pinas, who plays in Eredivisie, also worth $1.10 million. Only age 23. Has had 20 games in the Eredivisie with 3 goals. And in the Cup, he's got 2 games. Abina, who plays in Slovakia. $660,000 is not bad. See, he shows consistency. He's got 14 games there. 2 in the Cup, 1 in the Europa League. And we keep going down. We got Luane, who's 33 years old, from AZ Alkmaar, who's not a bad team in the Eredivisie. He's got 4 games this year in the Eredivisie. In the Europa League, he's got 2 games. Champions League qualifying, he had 1 game. And all you need is 11 good players. Malone, we can see Malone here, who's part of the Eredivisie also. He's got 26 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. I'm pretty sure that's the 2nd division, because I didn't see the Eredivisie. Donald, who's 32 years old. Plays in the Turkish league. I don't know if that's the 1st division, but we can see here he's got 16 games with 1 goal, and he's got 2 games in the Ziraat Cup. Weisweier, who's worth $1.98 million. That's pretty good for someone at his age, 33 years old. He's got 5 games, 1 goal, 2 assists in just 5 games. In the other cup, the Super League, he's got 5 appearances, 1 assist. The Europa League, he's got 4 games. And in that last cup off to the right, he's got 3 appearances with 1 assist. Kamaviljas, who plays in the Croatian League, 2nd division. He's worth $110,000. He's got 7 games there and 1 game in the cup. Josefu, who plays in the English Championship, he's got 19 appearances, 2 assists, and in the Emirates Cup, he's got 1 game. Hasselbank, who plays in the Iran League, he's got 20 games with 1 assist, and in the Cup competition, he's got 2 games with 2 goals. And let's look at this last player, who plays in the Iran League also. He's got 17 appearances with 1 goal. In the Europa League, he's got 1 appearance. And in the League Cup, he's got 1 appearance too. But seeing these guys here really makes me feel like this is a competitive team that should be in another group, and unluckily they got stuck with Canada, as you can see. A great logo. Here in Wikipedia, it's not very good to look at because anybody can edit it. But we're gonna go down to the roster again because this was the preliminary team called up for the qualifiers that got canceled. And like again, we saw Han in the other transfer market statistics who plays in Belgium. But you see, you got him and Almere in Netherlands in the U21 team. We've got Vlichtar, who's 21 years old in Telstar, in Groningen, Dankerlui. I'm so sorry the way I pronounce these guys. Leerdam, who I've seen play for Seattle Sounders, he's an amazing player. Very good on the wing. Donk, we saw already in Galatasaray. Luwin, Azeta Alkmaar, we already looked at his stats. Binas from Ado. The Slovakian League, again, we saw Bina already with his statistics. You know, looking at all these guys, they're all playing out in Europe, getting a bunch of experience. We got one guy here in India, Alberg. And we got one guy in Trinidad and Tobago who's got 17 games, 4 goals. That's not bad at all. You know, looking at these guys. The star who plays in Iran, we looked at his stats already. He's got 7 games with 10 goals. And then we got here other players who are from the local league who are not going to be very experienced. But we got Rita Wield, plays in Crystal Palace. I'm not sure why he wasn't called up. Adania, who plays in Lopotseberg. I am so sorry the way I pronounce this, but I'm just scouting these guys for you guys to see the rest of the world. The Suriname is a team with a bunch of potential, and they can do a lot of things here. But like I said, unluckily they have to face Canada in order to continue their dream to play in the 2022 World Cup. And here's their most recent games. You can see in their last 10 games, they've won 6 games, lost 3 and drew 1. You know, these was the qualifiers for the Nations League, for the qualifying rounds for the World Cup. And they got their next game against the Cayman Islands, which they should win easily. You know, their last game against Nicaragua, they beat Nicaragua in Nicaragua's home 2-1. They beat Dominica 4-0. They lost to St. Vincent Grenadines 1-0. Then they drew St. Vincent Grenadines 2-2. Then they beat Nicaragua 6-0 in 2019. And Dominicana, they beat them 2-1. You know, they have very positive recent games that we could see here. You know, they won their group in the Nations League. And they're only going to get better because they're going to keep recruiting players now from Netherlands because they just passed, I don't know what they passed exactly, but they passed a law where now they can get players who have dual nationalities, and they're only going to become stronger, and they're going to be a great potential team here in CONCACAF that's going to push Canada, Mexico, and the United States. March 24th, they're going to face the Cayman Islands like we talked already, which they should win. Then they're going to go play Aruba 3 days later, which they should win also. But they're going to have a tough game on June 4th against Bermuda, who's got a great forward who plays in the championship in England. And their last and most important game is going to be against Canada. These are all one-off games that they have to win. They have to try to beat everybody by the most goals possible. They have to try and face and beat Bermuda. You know, they're going to get them at home, so they might have a chance there. But they have to play Canada away. That's going to be the deciding game.